Hey guys, this is going to be the Brian Goes Blue movie genre tag video. I was tagged by narfle the grizz and thought it'd be a fun video to do. So, start off with our first genre. It's action. My favorite action movie would be Last Action Hero. And this is just a fantastic, hilarious Arnold Schwarzenegger movie with Austin O'Brien playing the little kid. And it's just a movie about a little kid who gets a golden movie ticket that makes him go into the movie theaters, and Arnold plays himself and makes fun of himself. There's two Arnolds in one scene, and it's just a really, really good time. I can revisit this anytime. It's my favorite Arnold movie of all time. So yeah, if you haven't seen Last Action Hero, check it out. Great movie. Next genre would be adventure. My favorite adventure movie would be Back to the Future Part 2. Just all around classic movie. Not too much else to say about this one, but everybody loves it. Back to the Future Part 2. Great movie. Next topic is animation slash family. And so I chose a live action family movie from the early 90s called Stay Tuned. This one stars John Ritter, Pam Dauber, Jeffrey Jones from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, the principal. And then, it's about a family who just gets a brand new satellite dish in their backyard. And when they surf through the channels, they find themselves stuck inside the TV. And it's in like all these Hell TV channels because the people that own the Dish network service are actually from Hell, and I think it's supposed to be Satan, played by Jeffrey Jones, and it's just a really fun movie. I've always enjoyed watching this one every so often, and it's hard to find on DVD and needs a blue. Definitely stay tuned. Next genre up is favorite comedy. Favorite comedy is Detroit City. This one's just a great movie about a bunch of kids in the late 70s going to a Kiss concert in Detroit. And stars Edward Furlong from Terminator 2, Giuseppe Andrews, and James DeVello, who are both in Cabin Fever, and Sam Huntington, who plays Mimi Siku in Jungle in the Jungle. Lynn Shay plays the great mother that burns their tickets and keeps them from being able to go to this concert. Needless to say, it's a great, fun road trip comedy with a bunch of comedic elements in there, and it's also a little bit of a stoner movie too. So if you're into that sort of thing, Detroit City is a great time. Next one up is comedy or drama. This one, my favorite drama is American Beauty. American Beauty is great. It's one of Kevin Spacey's best movies ever. Also has Thora Birch, Annette Bening, Wes Bentley, Mina Suvari, Peter Gallagher. Anyways, this is just an awesome movie. If you haven't seen American Beauty, what are you doing? Just turn this video off right now and just go watch it. Fantastic movie from start to finish. If you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. Next genre up is fantasy. Favorite fantasy movie is Ridley Scott's Legend. This one's very underrated, not talked about too much. Tom Cruise, Mia Sara, and Tim Curry playing the Satan character here. I think its name is just Darkness in the movie. But yeah, this movie is great. It kind of reminds me of if you would make Legend of Zelda into a full-length feature film. It has unicorns in it, goblins, trolls, all sorts of crazy shit. So if you haven't seen Legend, awesome movie. Very underrated. Next movie on my genre tag would be musicals, and this one's Cannibal the Musical. This is done by Trey Parker and Matt Stone of South Park fame. This is the movie that they made before South Park was created back in college, and it's just a really, really funny movie about a guy named Alfred Packer trying to make it to Utah, I believe, or from Utah to the Rocky Mountains is what it is. But yeah, it's very gory. It's very funny. There's a bunch of funny ass songs that I get stuck in my head all the time whenever I watch this movie. It's produced by Troma. Lloyd Kaufman produced this movie, but they didn't have any say in like any part in directing the movie or anything. So don't let that steer you wrong if you don't like Troma. But yeah, Cannibal the Musical is just a fun movie. I can't say enough good things about this. If you like South Park and you want to see where they came from, check it out. Right, next genre up is romance, and this one's not really a full romance. It's kind of like a half and half romance slash non-romance. It's 500 Days of Summer. It shows the good and the bad sides of a romantic relationship through the eyes of Joseph Gordon-Levitt and Zooey Deschanel. Just it's such a great movie. If you've seen this movie, you know what I'm talking about. Just really fun. It's cool because it'll show a really happy scene 1 second and then a really fucked up scene the next second. So yeah, 500 Days of Summer, great movie. Next genre is mystery slash crime. This one also stars Joseph Gordon-Levitt. It's Brick. This is a really cool, like almost like a new age film noir, and it's directed by Rian Johnson, the guy who's supposed to be directing Episode 8, Star Wars. And yeah, it's about a girl whose body is found underneath a bridge, and they're just Joseph Gordon-Levitt trying to solve the mystery of who did it. And it's got some really, really awesome dialogue too. Whoever wrote the script for this did a really good job. So yeah, if you haven't checked out Brick, yeah, it's high up on my list. Sci Fi, favorite sci-fi movie of all time, Event Horizon. This is Paul Anderson's like masterpiece, because after this he did shit like Resident Evil and stuff. So if you don't like that movie, go backwards and watch this one, because this movie is fucking awesome. It stars Lawrence Fishburne and Sam Neill from Jurassic Park, and it's basically about a rescue mission. Crew goes and tries to rescue this spacecraft called the Event Horizon that actually went through a portal, black hole through hell. And so everybody on the ship is either dead or really fucked up. So definitely check this one out, because when they get on board of that ship, all hell breaks loose, man. It is just such a messed up movie, and it's really, really fun to watch. Event Horizon, best sci-fi movie ever. Now for thriller, I couldn't pick just one, because I have like two really up on my list. And the first one's At Close Range. This one stars Sean Penn and Christopher Walken. Also has Chris Penn, Sean Penn's brother. Crispin Glover's in this. Mary Stuart Masterson from Some Kind of Wonderful. And it also has Crispin Glover. I think I said his name already. But yeah, anyways, this is about just a kid who doesn't know too much about his dad, because he lives with his mom, and so his mom was always sheltering him from his dad, and he was wondering why. So he goes and hangs out with his dad, not knowing that his dad sells drugs and kills people for a living. He's kind of like a hitman. So he becomes part in the family business, just to see what it's like, and ends up knowing why he has never been a part of his dad's life, and how much his dad cares so little about him. And it's just a gripping tale. It's really awesome. It's also kind of funny too in some of the scenes. You got Christopher Walken with a crazy handlebar mustache in this, and it's just an awesome movie. If you haven't seen At Close Range and you like either actor, Sean Penn or Christopher Walken, this is one of their best. Great movie. Next thriller that I have is Bully by Larry Clark. This one stars Brad Renfro and Nick Stahl. Also has Bijou Phillips, what's her name, Rachel Miner, and Michael Pitt. And it also has Leo Fitzpatrick, who was in Kids. So the same director as Kids, has one of the stars from Kids in it. And it's about this kid, and he gets bullied by his best friend all the time. Like, he does all sorts of crazy shit, not just a regular bully. He like rapes his girlfriend and stuff, and just all sorts of dark, demented shit. But yeah, so he gets fed up with it, tells his girlfriend how messed up he is, and his girlfriend thinks that it's okay for them to gang up a group of kids, bring this kid out to the beach and kill him. So they're gonna kill Nick Stahl's character off in this movie, and yeah, it's basically once they kill him, like, everybody just starts babbling their mouth and telling everybody, so everybody just finds out so easily about it. And this is a tale of like really, really dumb kids, and what not to do if you end up murdering somebody. But yeah, this is a true story. I think it took place in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, back in the early 2000s, late 1990s. But at the very end of the movie, it does tell you what happened to all the characters individually, which I think is a really cool touch, and just an underrated masterpiece in my opinion. That's Bully. Next up is Teen. My favorite teen movie of all time would be Valley Girl. This is a story of Nicolas Cage and Deborah Foreman, and Nicolas Cage's character is a punk rocker, and he falls in love with a Valley Girl, a teeny bopper kind of preppy chick, and it's just a story about how she falls in love for him, and how none of her friends accept him, and it's just a really, really good time with a bunch of great 80s music. Needs a Blu-ray, definitely. So if Oliver Kino or somebody like that just puts out something with no special features, that'd be great. I'd be so happy because they've been putting out a lot of MGM titles lately, and this is one they have just been passing up on. So sooner or later, this is gonna get a blue. If you haven't seen Valley Girl, fucking awesome. Elizabeth Daly's in here, and I think it shows her naked, or at least her top half. So yeah, if you're into that too, seeing Tommy Pickles' character naked, she's in this. So yeah, Valley Girl, great movie. I don't have a favorite chick flick per se. I do like a lot of chick flicks though. This one has 2 chicks in it, but I'm not sure if it qualifies as that. That's Ghost World. Thora Birch, Scarlett Johansson. It's got Steve Buscemi in here. Just about 2 girls who just graduated high school and basically figuring out what they're going to do for the rest of their lives, not knowing what they're going to do. It's just a really fun, dark, dry humored movie I could just put on anytime. Great movie, Ghost World. Superhero. My favorite superhero movie is probably Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm not too big into the superhero genre myself, but I do like that one a lot. Chris Pratt's great, and I definitely love Groot and Rocket. So looking forward to that sequel next year, Guardians of the Galaxy. Martial arts is probably my weakest category. I don't like that category too much. I do like Kill Bill, but my favorite martial arts movie is Bruce Lee Fists of Fury, and it's getting a Blu-ray release around, I think, November or December. So looking forward to getting that one on Blue from Shout Select. And yeah, just one that my uncle used to show me when I was a kid, and I always loved it. So yeah, Bruce Lee Fists of Fury, great movie. Another genre that I'm not too big into is war. Probably be a tie between Saving Private Ryan and this one, which is Fury. I love this movie, Fury. It's just a little bit different than a normal war movie to me because it takes place all in one tank, and it's just about I like stories about just a little smaller group of guys, and that's what this is. The commander in the tank is Brad Pitt, and it's also got Shia LaBeouf, Logan Lerman, and whatever the fuck that guy Shane from Walking Dead his name is. He's in here. But yeah, great movie. I really recommend watching Fury if you haven't already. All right, favorite foreign film. Favorite foreign film would be Run Lola Run. This movie's great. It's basically about a girl who's looking for a large sum of money that was misplaced, and just to save her boyfriend's life, and she has 30 minutes to or somewhere around that time frame to find it and bring it to these guys, or her boyfriend will be killed. And it's really cool because it's set in real time, kind of like the show 24 before 24 was a thing. And so it's got a clock in the corner the whole time when you're watching it, and it's just really like a edge of your seat type thriller. It's a great foreign film. You do have to read subtitles, but I mean, you can almost read them and watch this movie at the same time. It's really easy to read them in this one. But Run Lola Run, great movie. Check it out, guys. An awesome movie. Alright, last but not least would be my favorite horror film, and I don't even have it on any format. That's because it's really expensive and rare, and I did have the DVD, but I think it got stolen from me. That's Dead Alive, or Brain Dead in the UK, and that's directed by Peter Jackson, and it's just a fucking awesome movie. My favorite zombie movie of all time. It's just so fun, so cheesy, so gory, over the top gory, about a guy named Lionel who is obsessed with being a mama's boy, and he's trying to find a love interest. Whenever he finds this girl in a marketplace, he goes with her to the zoo, and the mom follows them to the zoo, where she gets bit by some sort of fucked up looking rat monkey thing, and it turns her into a zombie slowly but surely. And this movie just goes apeshit from there. There's a zombie priest kicking ass for the Lord. There's a zombie baby. There's a zombie lawnmower scene where he takes a lawnmower and just wipes out an entire room of zombies. This thing needs a Scream Factory or Arrow video release ASAP. I can't recommend this movie enough. Dead Alive or Brain Dead. Check it out. It's fucking awesome. I've been hearing that it's supposed to be getting a Blu-ray release sometime, but I really hope it comes sooner than later because it's so fucking good. Anyways, that's my movie genre tag video. I would like to tag a couple of people that I don't think have done this yet. I'll tag Culture Trini, I'll tag Movie Pit Reviews, and I'll tag Mr. John Steele. Sorry in advance if you guys have already done this video. I just have not seen them from you guys. But yeah, I'll leave links to their channels down below. And thank you for watching. Peace out, guys.